Hi everyone, in this video we'll be solving a question called sum of digits of a 5-digit number. So let's start by reading the question. The task of the question is given a 5-digit number, print the sum of its digits. And let's read the objective as well. The modulo operator percentage returns the remainder of a division. For example, 4 mod 3 equals to 1 and 12 mod 2 equals to 2. So basically what this line is trying to say is whenever you do a modulus with a number, it gives us the remainder. Modulus operator returns the remainder when it is divided by a divisor. The ordinary division operator that is as front slash. It returns a truncated integer value when performed on integers. For example, 5 mod 3 equals to 1. So basically when we divide 5 divide by 3, that gives us the quotient. So from this we can say that the front slash operator gives us the remainder, the modulus or the percentage operator gives us the remainder. To get the last digit of a number in base 10, use 10 as a modulus divisor. So basically what this objective is trying to say is whenever we do a number modulo 10, basically whenever we divide a number by 10, the remainder would be the last digit of that number. Example, say if there is a number called 47 and we say 47 modulo 10. So when we divide 47 by 10, we would get remainder as 7, and 7 is the last digit of 47. So basically it's trying to say the whenever we do a number modulo 10, it gives us the last digit. Now our task is to given a 5-digit integer, we need to print the sum of its digits. And our input format is the input contains a single 5-digit number n. And our output is print the sum of digits of the 5-digit number. So let's start coding the problem. We have already given an integer n and it is already being taken input. We just need to complete the further code. So what we need to do here is say there is a number called 476. We need to do is 4 plus 7 plus 6. That would be 17. We need to return this 17. Then I'm just taking an example over here. Now how we can do this? We can do this, say if we extract the number digit by digit. Say if we have 476, what we do in first step, we extract 6, add this 6 to our sum. That's say our sum is 0 by default, sum equals to 0. If we add 6 over here, 6 is done. So in the next step, the number left would be 47. Now again we extract 7 out of it and add that to the sum. Now we are left with 4. Now we extract this 4 and add that to our sum. That would be 17. And in the next step, we are left with nothing but 0. So how we would be approaching this question? So we have read from the objective that whenever we do a modulus with 10 to a number, we get the last digit. Say for example, I have 476, I do a modulo 10, I get 6. So we have got our 6. We can simply add this 6 to our sum. Now, once we have added this 6 to our sum, we need to remove this from this number because it is already done. So we can also see that whenever we do a division by 10, say 476 divided by 10, that would be 10 fours are 40, 47 minus 40, that would be 7, 7 comes down, 6 comes down, 76, 10 sevens are 70, and 76 minus 70, that would be 6. So in the question part, we can say that the quotient is 47. So we can see that whenever we divide a number by 10, it removes a last digit and gives us the remaining number. So from this observation, we can see that whenever we do a number modulo 10, it gives us the last digit. And whenever we do a division by 10, it removes the last digit. So if we do this repetitively until the number is 0, so 476, then 6 adds to the sum, then divide by 10, number 47. Then again 6 plus 7, we add that sum to the digit, to the sum, last digit to the sum, 7 plus 6, that would be 13. And then a number is we are left with is 4, then we will take 4 and add it to the sum, that would be 13 plus 4 17, and we divide 4 divide by 10, that would be like the question would be 0. So we are left with 0 and we have added all the digits to the sum. So basically what we will be doing here is we need to iterate until a number is not 0. So while n is greater than 0, till then first we need to extract our last digit. So our last digit would be, say I am taking a variable, say in digit, and that would be n, since the number is defined with the variable n. So in digit equals to n modulus 10. This would give us the last digit. Now we have got a last digit and we need to store it in a sum. Now the sum variable would be defined outside the loop. Why outside the loop? Because if we define it inside the loop, it would reset every time we extract a next digit. So we won't be able to store our count. So the sum variable needs to be outside of the loop. I'm initializing sum with 0 by default. So sum plus equals to digit. Now we have added that last digit to the number. Now once we have added that digit to the last number, to the sum, we need to remove from that number. So what we will be doing is n divided by 10. We are dividing the number by 10 and this would remove the last digit. So how this loop would be working? 476, extract the last digit 6, adds 6 to the sum. After that, 476 divided by 10, that gives us 47. And further, we will be adding that sum. And once the number becomes 0, we need to break out of the loop. Once we have completed this loop, we have got our sum in the sum variable, and the output asking us to print the sum. So what we will be doing is simply printf percentage %d and our sum. Remember to add a backslash n over here and a semicolon. And let's try to run our code and see we can our code works here and we can submit over here. Done. So that's how you solve questions on HackerRank.